Asylum seekers face being removed from Epping Hotel after council granted High Court injunction. The Bell Hotel has to stop housing asylum seekers by September 12 after Epping Forest District Council argued it was not being used for its intended purpose as a hotel. Epping Forest District Council sought an interim injunction to stop migrants from being accommodated at the Bell Hotel in Epping, which is owned by Somani Hotels Limited. A government attempt to delay the application was rejected by the High Court judge earlier on Tuesday. The interim injunction demanded that the hotel be cleared of its occupants within 14 days, but in his ruling on Tuesday, Mr. Justice Eyre granted the temporary injunction, while extending the time limit by which it must stop housing asylum seekers to September 12. Somani Hotels said it intended to appeal the decision, its barrister, Piers Riley-Smith, arguing it would set a precedent that could affect the wider strategy of housing asylum seekers in hotels. But the judge turned down the group's request, saying that he was not persuaded there is such a compelling reason. Somani could still ask the Court of Appeal for the go-ahead to appeal against the judgment. Council leader, Councillor Chris Whitbread, said he was delighted at the judgment, calling it great news for our residents. He said the last few weeks have placed an intolerable strain on local people, but for the first time in weeks we can see a chink of light at the end of the tunnel. But he warned it was not the end of the matter, as the council must now return to the court and seek a permanent injunction. Several protests have been held outside the hotel in recent weeks after an asylum seeker housed there was charged with sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. Hadush Jerberslacy Kabadu, 38, was charged with trying to kiss a teenage girl and denies the allegations. He is due to stand trial later this month. At a hearing last week, the council claimed Somani Hotels breached planning rules because the site is not being used for its intended purpose as a hotel. Philip Koppel KC, for the council, said the problem was getting out of hand and causing great anxiety to local people. He said the hotel is no more a hotel to asylum seekers than a borstal to a young offender. Piers Riley-Smith, for Somani Hotels Limited, said a draconian injunction would cause hardship for those in the hotel, arguing political views were not grounds for an injunction to be granted. He also said contracts to house asylum seekers were a financial lifeline for the hotel, which was only 1% full in August 2022, when it was open to paying customers. The hotel housed migrants from May 2020 to March 2021, then from October 2022 to April 2024, with the council never instigating any formal enforcement proceedings against this use, Mr. Riley-Smith